Hi there, Dr. Matthew J. Traum here. If you are like me, an academic outside of biology or medicine who writes proposals to the NSF, the National Science Foundation, you've probably been recently notified that you need to update your resume or your CV that you submit with proposals to the NSF to a format that's in alignment with the National Center for Biotechnology Information, the NCBI. So I will assume if you are watching this video that you've already created an NCBI portfolio like this one. And the really kind of frightening thing for those of us who are mid-career is you have to update your bibliography. So if you click here and manage my bibliography, you don't have any citations, right? And yeah, you can go in and get them from PubMed, but if you're outside of biology or medicine, PubMed probably didn't pick up many of your publications. That was at least true in my case. And I could enter them manually, but just to sort of give you a sense of how daunting that would be. Here is the publication section from my CV. And as you can see, I have close to 90 different publications, and entering those all by hand would be incredibly daunting, several hours worth of work. So I have been struggling to try to figure out a way to get my citations into NCBI without having to do it by hand. So what I've figured out is if you go to add citations, you can actually add citations from a file. And the file type that you need is called RIS. So how do I create a RIS file? Well, I have not been able to do it from a Microsoft Word document, but I have been able to do it from Google Scholar. So I'll show you what I did. So here is my Google Scholar portfolio, and not all of my publications are in here, but Google Scholar's probably picked up about 90% of them, which is pretty good, given that I'm coming up with a way to not have to enter them all by hand into the NCBI system. And the way that I'm going to export them is I'm going to click on this box. Nope. There we go. Clicked on that twice. And what that did was basically check every single box for every single publication that I have in Google Scholar. And then I'm going to go up here to export. And the key thing, it's not BibTeX, it's not EndNote, but it's RefMan. RefMan, for whatever reason, is aligned with the .riz format. So if I click there, I'm going to get citations.ris. And if I open in my downloads, citations.ris, I'm going to change this just to my last name, just so that I don't confuse myself. Okay, so it's going to be trom.ris. That's in my downloads folder, so we'll remember that. And when we go back to NCBI, if I go to from a file, for add citations from a file, I can now go to my downloads folder and I can click trom.ris and I can hit open, and it thinks about it for a little bit, processes, and you'll see in a second, there we go, 92 citations created. I click done, and voila, they all appear. So instead of having to do it all manually, I have now all of my citations from Google Scholar basically imported into my NCBI portfolio. That's it. Thanks for your time.